Hello there. Who are you?
This is the Zodiac speaking. Closer.
Killing must feel good to God, too. He does it all the time. And are we not created in his image?
We all go a little mad sometimes.
After all, murder is, or should be, an art.
I could kill you now pretty easily. Do some interesting things before anyone showed up.
What are these films you can't wait to look at?
Do you have a favorite murderer? The serial killer industrial complex spans not just horror films and crime fiction, but a litany of films, podcasts, series, documentaries, and all manner of pop culture. Serial killers have long left the domain of weirdo teenage fascinations and become totally mainstream. Welcome to the Final Girls podcast. I'm Anna Bogutska, your podcast host. In this series of the Final Girls podcast, I'll be looking at the most vicious and memorable serial killers of horror film and TV history, journeying from the silent to the Marvel era. Every episode, I'll be joined by a guest to discuss a murderer or two, and what makes us so endlessly fascinated by the psychology, methods, and murders of fictional serial killers. In this series, I'll cover films that range from the very first movies of this ilk, like Fritz Lang's M or The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, to influential classics like Michael Powell's Peeping Tom and Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, fictional versions of real-life killers like The Boston Strangler or Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, as well as camp classics like Serial Mom and Orphan, TV shows like Mindhunter and True Detective, plus a True Parter episode covering every single iteration of my own personal favorite psychopath, Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Let's say there's gonna be enough murder for a few months. Starting from this Friday, the 1st of March, a new episode will land in your feed every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows. And don't forget to subscribe and rate the podcast.
I will listen now.